Many of us carry a quiet burden as the years go by, a sense that certain parts of our bodies are simply wearing down, beyond repair, like an old engine sputtering and slowing, no matter how much we want to keep going strong. If you're watching this, you might have felt that way about your kidneys, those hard-working organs tucked away beneath your ribs, doing their unseen but vital work every moment of every day. It's easy to believe that kidney damage is just a fact of aging, something inevitable, a downhill slope we can only watch unfold. But I want to gently challenge that assumption today. What if, instead of surrendering, we could give our kidneys a helping hand? What if, through the simple act of changing what we eat, we could start to heal and restore some of what's been lost, quietly, steadily, naturally? I've spent decades working alongside men much like you, men who have carried the weight of responsibility for their families and themselves, men who've felt the frustration of fatigue, the embarrassment of slowed intimacy, and the quiet fear of dwindling vitality. One man I'll call Mr. Johnson came to me about a year ago. He was in his late 60s, a retired factory supervisor who had always been proud of his resilience. But recently, he'd been feeling drained, not just tired, but deeply worn out. His doctor had mentioned his kidney function was slipping, and he was worried it might get worse. Skeptical of quick fixes and expensive supplements, he was hesitant to try anything new. But he was open to one thing: simple, natural changes to his diet. What followed wasn't a miracle overnight, but a slow, rewarding journey. Mr. Johnson began incorporating a handful of foods I recommended, foods that on their own seemed humble, even ordinary. Blueberries, a daily glass of lemon water, fresh parsley added to his meals. Over months, his energy crept back, his lab tests stabilized, and more importantly, he regained a spark of hope. I remember the day he told me, with a small smile, that he felt like himself again, more alive, more engaged, less weighed down by his health concerns. Stories like his remind me why I speak so often about the power of nature and nourishment, because behind every test and treatment are real people, real struggles, and real hope. To understand why these foods matter, it's helpful to know a little about what our kidneys actually do. Picture them as your body's diligent gardeners. Every day, these organs tend the vast internal garden of your body, clearing out waste and toxins, balancing fluids, and keeping blood pressure in check. Their job is constant, tireless, and essential. They filter about 50 gallons of blood every single day, removing harmful substances while preserving vital nutrients. But like any hard-working gardener, when they're overwhelmed or deprived of the right support, the soil, your body, can suffer. There's one story from my years of practice that always stays with me because it so perfectly captures the quiet struggle many men face when dealing with kidney issues and their broader impact on life. I'll call him Mr. Harrison. He was in his early 70s, a former schoolteacher with a gentle demeanor, but a stubborn streak of pride that made it hard for him to admit vulnerability. When he first came to see me, he was already dealing with early-stage kidney impairment, but what really troubled him wasn't the numbers on his lab report. It was the subtle but profound loss of vitality that came with it. He told me how his mornings had changed. The energy he used to take for granted was now elusive, and with it, a sense of connection to his wife had begun to fray. These weren't just physical symptoms. They were emotional wounds, shaking the foundation of his confidence and his sense of masculinity. Mr. Harrison was skeptical. Much like many men I've known, he'd tried various treatments and supplements over the years, none of which had offered lasting relief. But what moved him was the idea that something as simple as food, real, whole foods, could actually support his kidneys and perhaps restore some of that lost energy. We talked at length about the role of inflammation in kidney damage and how chronic low-grade inflammation can silently sabotage blood flow and tissue repair. I explained how antioxidants found in certain foods help neutralize this inflammation and protect delicate kidney cells from further harm. It wasn't about curing overnight, but creating an environment where healing could take place. He committed to trying small, manageable changes. Over months, Mr. Harrison began to feel subtle shifts, less fatigue, clearer mornings, and a surprising return of intimacy that he had long feared was gone for good. This transformation wasn't just about biology. It was about hope rekindled and a renewed sense of agency over his health. His story is a reminder that kidney health is deeply intertwined with how we feel as men, how we connect, and how we continue to live fully. It's not just an organ issue, it's a life issue, one worth fighting for with compassion and patience. In men over 55, the kidneys face several common challenges. High blood pressure and diabetes are often the culprits, quietly putting stress on the delicate filtration system. Dehydration, even mild, can cause lasting damage over time. Poor diet, laden with processed foods, excess salt, and sugars, adds toxic debris that piles up like weeds choking a garden. And of course, age itself naturally diminishes kidney function. But here's the good news: this damage isn't always permanent. With care and patience, the kidneys can recover some of their resilience, much like a garden reviving after thoughtful pruning and nourishing rain. One of the most powerful ways to support kidney health is through the foods we choose. What we eat either lightens the load on our kidneys or adds to their burden. Certain natural foods possess qualities that soothe inflammation, flush toxins, and provide antioxidants that protect kidney cells from damage. When incorporated regularly, these foods act as gentle gardeners themselves, helping to clear away the debris and restore balance. So, what are these foods? I've carefully selected 10 that I know from both clinical experience and research offer real benefits. Foods that are easy to find, simple to prepare, and kind to your kidneys. Imagine starting your day with a handful of deep blue blueberries, bursting with antioxidants that fight the wear and tear on your kidney tissues. Or a refreshing glass of lemon water, whose citrate content can help prevent painful kidney stones and improve the body's ability to flush waste. Each of these foods carries a quiet strength. Take cranberries, for example. These tart little berries have a long history of use in urinary tract health, but their antioxidants also help protect the kidneys from infection and inflammation. Adding a small cup of fresh cranberries or natural cranberry juice without added sugar to your diet can provide a subtle but powerful boost. Or think about fatty fish like salmon. Rich in omega-3 fatty acids, salmon reduces inflammation throughout the body, easing the stress on your kidneys and supporting overall cardiovascular health, a crucial factor since your heart and kidneys work hand in hand. Then there's turmeric, the golden spice that's been celebrated for centuries. Its active compound, curcumin, is a natural anti-inflammatory agent. Sprinkling turmeric into your cooking or stirring it into warm milk or tea each day can calm the internal inflammation that silently damages kidney tissues. Garlic, too, is more than a flavor enhancer. It's packed with antioxidants and compounds that help reduce oxidative stress and may improve kidney function. Don't forget parsley, that fresh green herb you might toss casually into your meals. Parsley acts as a natural diuretic, helping your kidneys flush excess fluid and toxins more efficiently, while also providing vitamins that support kidney health. Watermelon, with its high water content and potassium, not only keeps you hydrated, but also helps regulate electrolyte balance, essential for kidney function. Simple pleasures like sipping green tea bring antioxidants that protect kidney cells and reduce inflammation. Beets, with their vibrant red color, are another excellent choice. They contain compounds that improve blood flow and support the filtering action of the kidneys. These foods, combined thoughtfully, create a gentle symphony of nourishment, each playing a part in the complex process of kidney cleansing and repair. I understand the skepticism many of you carry. It's hard to trust promises when so much of what we see feels like marketing or quick fixes that don't deliver. That's why I want to emphasize, this isn't about miracle foods or overnight cures. These choices aren't magic bullets, but steady allies. Scientific studies support their benefits, yes, but more importantly, they are natural, wholesome options that gently ease the burden on your kidneys and allow your body's own healing processes to work more effectively. It's like tending to an old, cherished garden. You don't uproot everything at once or expect it to bloom overnight. You prune, nourish, water, and patiently wait for the earth to respond. Over time, the garden revives, often more beautiful and resilient than before. Your kidneys deserve the same kind of gentle, consistent care. As you consider this list of foods, think of it as an invitation, not a demand, to experiment gently. Maybe start tomorrow morning with a bowl of oatmeal topped with blueberries and a squeeze of lemon. Notice how you feel in the days and weeks ahead. These are small acts of kindness to yourself, steps toward greater vitality and energy. And remember, you're not alone in this. There's a whole community of men walking this path together, sharing their stories and supporting one another. We've covered a lot so far. The quiet power of your kidneys, the real possibility of healing through diet, and the first half of the foods that can make a difference. In the next part, we'll explore the remaining foods and delve deeper into how these choices connect not just to kidney health, but to your overall energy, intimacy, and well-being. Because this isn't just about organs or tests, it's about restoring your sense of hope and strength, step by step. As we continue, let's talk about a few more foods that quietly, steadily support your kidneys and overall well-being. These aren't flashy trends or exotic superfoods you can only find at specialty stores. They're everyday gifts from nature, rooted in tradition and backed by science, waiting patiently for you to welcome them back into your meals. One such gift is the humble green tea. I've seen so many men overlook this simple brew, yet it's packed with antioxidants known as catechins, which protect the delicate cells of your kidneys from oxidative stress, that invisible damage caused by free radicals, the body's natural enemies in aging and illness. Drinking a cup or two a day can be a comforting ritual, a moment of calm where you're actively caring for yourself. The warmth of the cup, the gentle aroma, the slight bitterness on your tongue, all reminders that healing can be woven into the ordinary. Then there's the beetroot, with its deep crimson hue, almost like a promise of vitality bottled in a vegetable. Beets improve blood flow and support the filtering power of your kidneys by increasing nitric oxide levels in the blood. Better circulation means your kidneys get the oxygen and nutrients they need to thrive. Whether roasted, juiced, or added to a salad, beets bring a sweet earthiness that nourishes body and soul alike. It's important to acknowledge here how easy it is to feel overwhelmed when making health changes. When I work with patients, I encourage them not to aim for perfection, but to embrace progress. Adding one or two of these kidney-supporting foods into your diet each week is enough to start making a difference. The key is consistency, patience, and kindness toward yourself. There's no race here, only a journey of gradual restoration. I want to pause here and speak frankly about skepticism because I know it runs deep. It's natural to feel wary after decades of being sold quick fixes, pills that promised the moon, and diets that demanded drastic sacrifices. This list of foods isn't a shortcut or a cure-all. It's a foundation, a way to lighten the load on your kidneys so they can do their job more effectively. Think of it as helping the hard-working gardeners with better tools and richer soil, rather than expecting them to work miracles overnight. Behind these recommendations are years of research and clinical observations. Studies have shown that diets rich in antioxidants, anti-inflammatory compounds, and natural diuretics improve kidney function and slow decline in many older adults. This is about real biology meeting everyday habits, about empowering you to take control in a way that feels natural and sustainable. Now, beyond the science and the food, I want to speak to something deeper, the emotional heart of your health journey. Facing kidney issues can feel like standing at the edge of a vast, uncertain landscape. It's easy to feel isolated, even ashamed, as though your body is betraying you after all you've done to keep it strong. But I want you to know this: you are not alone, and your body is far more resilient than you may believe. I often tell my patients that the human body is like a well-worn but beloved tool, perhaps a vintage watch or a classic car that's seen decades of use. It may have scratches and dents, but with care, oiling, and gentle repairs, it can continue to run smoothly for many years to come. Your kidneys are part of that watch, those gears still turning beneath the surface, ready to regain strength with the right support. Choosing to nourish your kidneys with these foods is an act of self-respect and hope. It's saying, I am worth this care. I am not resigned to decline. And with each meal, each sip, you're planting seeds for a better tomorrow. One where your energy returns, where intimacy can blossom again, where the daily fatigue lifts enough for you to enjoy the moments that truly matter. This journey isn't just about avoiding illness. It's about reclaiming vitality. It's about feeling strong enough to laugh with your grandchildren, to walk outside without losing breath, to engage fully in life's pleasures. And while it may seem small now, the simple choices you make today ripple outwards, touching every part of your well-being. Before we close, I invite you to consider taking one or two foods from this list, maybe the ones that feel most familiar or appealing, and add them gently to your diet this week. Perhaps start with a morning glass of lemon water and a handful of blueberries. Notice how it feels to treat your body with this small kindness. Then, as you feel ready, try adding roasted beets to your dinner or a warm cup of green tea in the afternoon. Each small step is a victory, a testament to your strength and willingness to care for yourself in a new way. Remember, healing isn't a straight path nor a race. It's a patient, compassionate process. Much like tending a garden or restoring a cherished piece of craftsmanship, if you experience setbacks or moments of doubt, that's natural. What matters most is that you keep moving forward at your own pace, with kindness. Thank you for trusting me, Dr. Alan Mercer, to walk alongside you in this part of your health journey. Your kidneys are resilient, your body is capable, and your future holds promise. There is power in these simple, natural choices. Not because they are quick fixes, but because they honor the wisdom of your body and the strength you carry within. If you found this information helpful, I encourage you to share your experiences in the comments or with loved ones who might also benefit. Let's build a community of hope and support where we uplift each other with knowledge, patience, and compassion. Take this moment to reflect on what you've learned and feel the quiet strength growing inside you. You are not defined by your challenges, but by how you choose to face them. Each nourishing bite, each intentional choice is a step toward renewed health and vitality. Keep going. One day, one meal, one moment at a time.